Hey, this is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. Now, listen to this quote, all right? Malcolm S. Forbes says, presence is more than just being there. Wow. Get that one, all right?
It says it all.
Yeah, Barbara DeAngelo says, only when your consciousness is totally focused on the moment you are in can you receive whatever gift, lesson, or delight that moment has to offer. So in other words, if you want to have more fun, get present to it. If you want to learn and grow, get present to it when you get a chance, all right? If you love somebody, stay present to it. All right, think about this. Now, one of the 10 secrets to success, number one, is how you think is everything. Always be positive. Think success, not failure. Beware of a negative environment. Now, negative environments can come from your own head. So that's why it's so important to know what you're present to and what's driving you, okay? Now, we got somebody on the phone?
We do. We've got Denise.
I caught him this time. Denise, I saw you come in.
Hey there, Clay.
Hi.
Well, I have a question for you that relates to my teenage son. He's 13 years old.
Can he make pumpkin pie?
Can he make pumpkin pie? No.
I'm depressed. Anyway, go ahead.
But I hear from him a lot. He says, you aren't listening to me or you aren't paying attention.
And he's 13 and he's saying that?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
But the thing is that I am listening, and I'm not sure he's present to the fact that I'm listening.
Oh.
It's just this whole jumbled mess. And so I'm having a hard time getting through to him that I really am hearing him.
I got a tool.
Okay.
I can help you. I'm really fired up on this one. Now, see, here's the cool thing that I'm hearing you say, okay? I'm really impressed with a 13-year-old young man that can say to his mother, I don't think you're present. I don't think you're listening to me. All right? That's really cool that he's actually saying that instead of just being shut down and walking away. That's really cool. So I want to make sure that you acknowledge him, all right, for having the chutzpah to stand up and say, Ma, you're not listening to me. Okay.
Well, it's good to hear that feedback from you because the truth is this is my first rodeo with a 13-year-old, so I don't know that all 13-year-olds don't do that.
No, the rodeo really gets started at about 16 and a half, okay?
Great.
So you got it easy so far. All right, now, so I want you to acknowledge him, like I said, for being present to that he thinks you're not, and he's actually voicing it instead of just walking away, secretly depressed, closing his room, and getting on to, sending an email to his friends. I've lost my mom. I just don't know what to do. All right, now, the question is what do I say to someone that's accusing me of something that, quite frankly, I don't agree with? All right?
Yeah.
So here's the key, is you say to them, okay, I hear you, and I appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate you standing up and saying that. You know what I mean by standing up, having the chutzpah enough to stand up and be brave enough to say that? Now, here's what I want you to know. And then what you do is you give him back exactly what he said to you. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't give it back to him like, and by the way, you said this, and Jesus, and gosh, what do you think I am? Gee, holy mackerel, gosh. No, you say, Ma, what's his name again?
His name is Jared.
Yeah, Jared. So you go, Jared, you want to see if I heard you or not? And he'll go, yeah. And then you go, okay, well, what you said is yippity, 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 yip, and then you said this, and then you went here. So, honey, I heard you. I really did. I'm sorry I look like I didn't, and I'll work at doing better than that. But believe me, when you speak, I listen.
I think that is so great. And, I've heard you say before when you want to make sure that somebody got what you said to them, you have them repeat it back. It never in a million years occurred to me to give it back to him without him even asking. Yeah,
and think about this. What if we did that everywhere? What if we let our kids know that we really did hear? See, what you're saying today is so needed in society now. Our kids need to know that we really do hear what they say. Okay? So wouldn't it be cool if at Thanksgiving, when your kids say what they're present to and what they're thankful for, that you say back to them, man, I think that's cool. And what you said, and then give it back to them what they said, is probably the most grown-up thing I've heard out of a 13-year-old ever in my life. Thanks for being who you are.
Cool. Very cool.
Get a Kleenex now.
Yeah, I am getting a little teary.
Yeah.
Because he is a cool kid.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for calling in and have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Same to you and yours.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing real quick, okay? What do you do if what you give back to him and he says, no, that's not right? What do you do with that? You see?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not sure.
yeah, so what you do is go, oh, I'm sorry, could you please tell me again, and I'll get it this time.
Okay.
You understand?
Yep.
Like I'm making a really extra effort to tell my kids I love them when I see them now. You know, I got one that's 31, one that's 21, and one that's going to be 17 in December, and I'm telling them I'm loving them more and more now because they're getting, you know, believe me, they grow up fast.
Yep.
Got it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks
you.
for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, now, so what we just did, what that was all about was being present to the fact, all right, that people say things to you, and instead of just getting it and reinforcing what they say, you want to defend yourself against what they say, all right? Defense doesn't get anywhere. It stops communication, okay? So it's all about getting to a place where you can be free to say whatever it is you need to say. Now, if you can't do that, if something's in your way, remember before the break, I said you got to figure out some way to get rid of it, and I called it clear it. And I was going to give you some methods on clearing. How do you get rid of the mind chatter garbage that gets in the way, the wanting the potatoes, and you've got the meat in front of you. So you want to get the meat out of the way to get to the potatoes. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So how do I get things organized in my mind? Okay? So clearing. One, clearing is all about verbalizing what it is that's in your way, what your upset is, and getting it out of the way. You can either pray it away, if you have a very strong, spiritual side, or you can write it down and put it on a piece of paper and wad it up, throw it away, or you can do what I talked about in the last week's show. You can have a trouble tree where you just go to it and you leave whatever your concerns are on the tree or the bush or the garbage can lid or the recycle center or whatever it is, and you walk back to the table, sit down, go, I'm ready. I can handle anything now. All right? So there's all kinds of ways to forgive what's in your way. Got it? So we have any more emails? We got emails coming in?
We do indeed. We actually have a couple more here. You're on a roll, though, Clay.
Yeah. How we do with live streaming? Anything, I think they're all in their cars, right? Live streaming, anything happening? Yeah, there's no one talking on live streaming. Hey, you got to go to ClayNelsonLightBalance.com/watch, WATCH, and get in here, and you can see me live. And I have a cool brand new black shirt on.
Is it / or backslash?
Oh, forward slash?
I think
okay,
forward slash.
Okay,
watch.
forward slash watch,
So,
WATCH.
So ClayNelsonLifeBalance.com /
watch.
You can see what's going on. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, you
watch.
can see what's going on. And if you want to send an email, all you got to do is sign in. And once you sign in, you're signed in for life.
Yeah, cool.
Really cool.
And you can talk to us.
Yeah.
Yet another way. But actually, we do have an email here. I'll go with a business email because it's holiday time, and
okay.
People don't really want to think about that. But this is from someone who says, I lead a lot of meetings and can see where quote unquote meeting brain keeps people from focusing on the meetings they're actually sitting in.
Yeah.
What suggestions do you have for me as the meeting leader for getting everyone on the same page without making anyone feel like they're doing anything wrong or that he's making them wrong?
As you ask them, hey, what are you present to? Straight talk. You just say, hey, and you speak from first person. You get everybody in the meeting. You say, we've been going from one meeting to the next meeting to the next meeting. I said, now where are you? I got to tell you. And you say, I got to tell you, I've walked into this meeting and my head's not here because I'm incomplete with what happened in the last meeting. So I've got to get what happened in the last meeting out of the way so I can really be powerful in this meeting for you all. That's teaching from first person. That's letting people know that, hey, everybody has a problem staying present. Everybody does, okay? Just depends on what's going on. What do we got?
It's actually not related to the show.
I'm sorry.
But actually, it is time for a break.
So whoever the outside caller is, get present, okay? All right.
They're listening on the line going, wait, what's he talking about?
Okay, now, so I got to go on another break. Jeez. Okay, this is Clay Nelson, Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. You're listening to Getting Present to the Life You're Living and Getting the Potatoes When You Want Them. So get on back here. You're listening to KZSB AM 1290. Get on here. Come on.
Feel all over.